SWIFT, the bank-owned messaging system used for settlement of international payments, has been testing Ripple to settle payments and has so far been pleased with its speed and lower cost. Hello my friends, and welcome back to another episode of the Reborn 13 podcast with the Genie. And for today's episode, man, have I got some exciting content to show you, because when the Genie was doing a bit of research, a bit of deep diving of his own, he stumbled across an article which actually lays out for everyone to see that Swift has been testing Ripple technology and actually using XRP as a settlement in their payments for years now, and it has actually been going on behind the scenes without them making it clear to the mainstream. And what I want to utilize this podcast for is to show you just how this has been happening, and that Swift and Ripple are not actually in competition with each other, but they are secretly working together. And everything that we are seeing now, as I have told you over and over again, is just a script. And at any moment now, we could see a huge shift in the banking system, whereby these big companies, these banks and these institutions actually all decide to go live simultaneously, integrating XRP amongst a variety of other digital assets into their financial systems, whereby virtually all of retail will become priced out of the market in an instant. So without further ado, my friends, we are going to move straight into this one now. If you have not done so already, make sure you come and check out my channel. And whilst you're here, firstly, subscribe for way more content just like this to come. But come over and check out all of my previous XRP videos, because it is going to show you that the groundwork has been done and that it is already been put in place. But especially, I want you to come over and watch this video right here if you have not done so, and also this one right here, the golden reset and XRP Big Bang implementation. But without further ado, my friends, let's do this. Now remember, in this podcast there is absolutely no financial advice contained. I am merely giving you my perspective upon what is here. Now we are visiting this article right here by the Arab Times, which was wrote on October 2nd, 2019. Now, as you can see, I've highlighted some key points of the article, but what I'm going to do is pick out some very specific parts, and then I'm going to show you some documentation after to back it all up, to show you just how long this has been in the works. So without further ado, my friends, let's do this. Now listen very closely. Where do I want to bring you to first? Banks especially have been attracted to blockchain for its real world applications and game changing potential. Here are 4 areas where we see blockchain making an impact on banking, clearing and settlement. The current system is managed by an outdated and bureaucratic system of messages and manual reconciliation. So what do they need? They need better technology to enhance the system, whereby the technology of payments now matches the technology of the internet and the movement of data. This is what blockchain will allow for. Using blockchain, these transactions can be cleared almost instantaneously, be verifiable, permanent, and can be done at the fraction of the current cost. Now this, my friends, is where it's going to blow your mind. Over the past few years, central banks across the world have been exploring the potential for shifting parts of their payment systems to blockchain technology. Central banks are realizing the potential of blockchain to modernize their payment system. Now remember, this was wrote in 2019, and right here it says over the past few years. So this has been in the works for years and years now. They have instead begun experimenting with and using blockchain technology to settle payments using existing technologies such as Ripple. Are you listening closely? a cryptocurrency designed for payment settlement, as well as developing their own technologies using blockchain as a backbone. Now, remember, my friends, I said that I'm not going to read all the highlighted points, so if you do want to read the key parts of this article, you can just pause it as I go through. But I am also going to be putting this article in my Telegram group. Link will be down below in the description below. Genie reborn with a 0. So if you do want to receive this document, you can do so by heading over to there. After Swift, the bank-owned messaging system used for settlement of international payments, has been testing Ripple to settle payments and has so far been pleased with its speed and lower cost. But this gets better, my friends, so don't go anywhere. Kuwait banks have also been embracing blockchain in international payments. In December 2018, National Bank of Kuwait started offering a new remittance service using RippleNet's blockchain technology. Ripple, also known as XRP, is a real-time settlement system, currency exchange and remittance network created by Ripple Labs in the US. It has gained strong acceptance amongst banks globally for its low cost and instant payment transfers. NBK is currently using Ripple under the name NBK Direct Remit, which is only available in Jordan for the time being. In January 2019, KFH has started operating on an instant cross-border remittance service known as Instant International Transfer using Ripple's blockchain technology. There are zero fees for these remittance transactions, one of the benefits of Ripple and blockchain. And the biggest changes to the banking industry over the past decade have come from advances in technology. The traditional banking model, which calls for growth through expansion of branches network, is no longer viable. Banks in Kuwait are embracing these changes and are sufficiently prepared for the future. However, challenges still remain. Much of it has to do with the speed at which advances in technology are taking place. The banks are the best prepared for the future are the ones that have the capital necessary to invest in the latest technology. So my friends, do you see just how these banks have been testing, utilizing and integrating Ripple's technology and utilizing XRP as a settlement mechanism for years now, which they have not been alluding to, apart from those who have gone and actually looked at the details of what these banks are doing. And now 3, 5, 6 years later, they are going to be ready to integrate this on a global scale. So if, my friends, you are enjoying this video up until this point, please smash that like button down below because it helps out the Genie so much. But do not go anywhere because we are not done yet. So where do I want to bring you to next? What I have now prepared for you is a few illustrations to show you that these companies, they have posed it as if they are in competition with each other. But if you have watched all of my previous episodes on my channel, you will now realize that they are actually all working together. So where are we starting? From this article here, 30th of April 2019, blockchain, Corda Settler, Ripple and Swift, a marriage, a trio. So what you can see here is they are posing it in a way which is revealing to you that these three companies are working together. Now we know that XRP is going to be used as the liquidity settlement mechanism. We're going to have XDC, which is going to be used for the trade finance section of the blockchain solution, which is going to offer through Corda and the smart contract capabilities. And then you're going to have Swift, at which both of them are going to be integrated, whereby they can utilize the already built out messaging system, which is the ISO system, the ISO standards, which is going to allow for this ecosystem to thrive. Now, where do I want to bring you to next? I want to bring you just here, which shows you how Swift and RippleNet can actually work side by side. Now, I'm not actually going to read this to you, but again, you can see just how the use of XRP to be integrated in to the Swift system will benefit it on multiple layers. Now, as you can see here, Santander goes live with Swift GPI. This was all the way back in October 2018, and as you can see, Banco Santander will use Ripple for settling payments. Now, we all know that XRP is the settlement mechanism which Ripple utilizes for their payments. So you can see through the OnePay FX platform, they will actually be utilizing XRP as the settlement mechanism, which will run through the Swift GPI system, which all ties back in to the integration of R3, of Swift, and of Ripple. Now, I showed you this in one of my previous podcasts, but you are actually able to use Ripple technology through the use of these particular gateways. The RippleNet system will be able to be utilized, which will route the whole way through to XRP, but we are not done there. As you can see again from this article here, Ripple's involvement in ISO 20022, a step towards wider acceptance in the banking industry. Now, again, you can see here that Ripple has been posed as a threat to Swift, but looking deeper, the utilization of both is going to benefit both. So it is a case of integration rather than invasion. What Ripple is going to do is going to merge with the central banks, which is going to mean that Swift has no choice but to use RippleNet software and use XRP as a settlement mechanism eventually, which will all be tied into this ISO 20022. Now, as you can see back here on the 7th of May 2020, Ripple gets ready for ISO 20022. Ripple claims to have become the first blockchain focused payments company to join the ISO standardization committee. Now, why is that? Because they know they have to begin to standardize their payment network with this infrastructure if they want XRP to be regulatory compliant and utilized as the main settlement mechanism across the globe. And finally, my friends, I'm bringing you to this article here: Swift, GPI, Ripple, XRP, and IBM Stellar. Again, XLM, XRP, Swift, GPI, and R3 are all going to tie in. But what I want to do is bring you down to here to show you right here. Of course, Swift still holds the advantage of being the largest network with 11,000 banks, and Ripple has wider range of partnerships. So what will happen? They will migrate together into one. But my friends, I am going to start to wrap it up there. What I also have for you to better understand ISO 20022 is this PDF right here, which is 67 pages long. And again, what I'm going to do is paste this entire document in my Telegram group, Genie Reborn with a 0. Link will be down below in the description below for you to come and join in here, whereby I will post all the documents used in today's video for you so that you can get a better understanding of the ISO mechanism, which is going to be utilized in this global infrastructure. And I'll also be adding in this document for you right there. But my friends, I hope you enjoyed this episode and that you can see how XRP is already integrated into the banking system, and now you are understanding just how big this picture is, and that none of these parties are in rivalry with each other because they're all working together and they're all playing the same game because they know it will benefit them all if they do so. So don't buy in to the FUD and don't buy in to all the distractions, and know that you are holding digital gold with XRP. But I'm going to wrap this podcast up now. I'm going to bring it to a close. Like I said, I hope you enjoy. Make sure you subscribe for way more content just like this to come. Go and follow me on my Instagram and my Twitter at Reborn13 with a 0. Links are down below in the description below. But I will be back for another episode very soon, so keep an eye out. Goodbye.